Plus, we'll buy your car for top dollar even if you don't buy from us. And trust our team with world-class technicians to keep your Vigo running great. Right now, buy a 2021 Chevy Silverado 1500 for only $29,995. This spring, find what you're looking for at Terre Haute Chevrolet. Shop online at TerreHauteChevrolet.com.
Max Title License Stock Fee Extra. See dealer for details. Cashback, a whole new way to play from the Hoosier Lottery, is popping up all over Indiana all day long. Just take it from Debbie.
Bubbles with numbers everywhere. This morning at the coffee shop, they flew out of the espresso machine. Yesterday, they came out of my car speakers. And last night, karaoke in the grill, number bubbles. Even Sarah got
Thanks, Debbie. We get it. Fun really is popping up everywhere. Simply match one number to win. You can play up to 5 times a day. Cashback, it's what's popping. Learn more at HoosierLottery.com. Must be 18 or older to play. Please play responsibly.
This just in. Deer season is starting in the spring this year. Let's go live to John. John, what's going on out there?
The deer are overpopulated. A complete outdoor weeding has thinned the herd, so deer season is starting now.
John, it looks like there's a ton of them out there.
Especially the 1025R, the #1 selling compact tractor. 1-for-1 now, and you can get 0% financing for 60 months. It's like a petting zoo with power.
Man, look at the attachments on that one.
Deer season is now. A complete outdoor. Come on out and see us on Highway 41 South. Let a deer take over your land.
Dorset Automotive, the name you know and trust, announces a new addition to the Dorset family. Introducing the all-new Dorset Dodge Ram. Yes, now you can buy Dodge and Rams the Dorset way. And we're celebrating with one incredible offer. Pre-order the perfect Dodge or Ram for you and get the best price guaranteed. To make it easier, we'll appraise your trade with today's value and let you drive it until your order arrives. Head to DorsetDR.com today to get the best price guaranteed.
Let's get wet this summer with Sparkle Pools. From April 24th through the 30th, Sparkle Pools has everything you need to be cool in the pool. 20% off all in-stock items reserved at or below last year's pricing. 15% off above ground pools and 25 pounds of 3-inch tablets for $150. Friday, sales reps will be on hand and enjoy free food on Saturday. And Sparkle Pools is fully stocked with hot tubs. So let's get wet at Sparkle Pools during their preseason sale, April 24th through the 30th.
From the Dorset Automotive Studios, this is the legendary High 99.
Darren from Crocs Butcher Shop. From beef roast to our fine cuts of steak, we use Black Canyon Angus, a 100% American, brand-new finish, high-quality Angus. Sourced from Midwest farms, we meet strict standards for exceptional quality and consistency. When it comes to beef, Crocs and Black Canyon
This program is a copyrighted production of Indiana Sports Network and cannot be shown, reproduced, or redistributed in any way or in any form without prior written permission from Indiana Sports Network.
You're watching high school baseball on the Indiana Sports Network.
Good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining us on the Indiana Sports Network for our Indiana High School Baseball Game of the Week. We're coming to you this evening from a brisk Terre Haute, Indiana, where tonight the Terre Haute North Patriots will host the Linton-Stockton Miners. Linton's made the trip up north here, hoping to get their season together a little bit. They're 5-6 so far, 2-2 in conference play. Terre Haute North, meanwhile, after winning 3 of their last 4, comes in at 4-2 overall. However, their last game, they did drop their conference opener to Bloomington North. So it should be a pretty good one tonight. Don't really know what to expect when it comes to Linton. They've been a very two-faced team so far this season. As we mentioned, they're 5-6, just 1-5 away from home, however, and they have dropped 2 of their last 3. Linton comes to us out of the Southwestern Indiana Conference, where they currently sit 4th. Clay City at the top of that league with a 10-1 record, undefeated in conference play. They have certainly been fun to watch so far this season. But Linton, meanwhile, it's a crazy way they've gone through the season so far, as they have 5 wins, and just listen to the scores of these. 5 wins, 9-3, 10-3, 21-0, 14-4, and 20-3. So in just 5 wins, that is, they've outscored their opponents by 61 runs, which is just mind-boggling. But then they've also been shut out 3 times. They lost their first 3 games of the year by 1 run each, and you just never know what you're going to get when the Miners come to town. So for the Patriots' sake, let's hope it's the struggling Miner team that shows up, as Terre Haute North, as we mentioned, comes into this evening with a 4-2 record. They are 0-1 in conference play, but before that they defeated Plainfield, Edgewood, and Sullivan, all in pretty convincing fashion. And coming up next week, 2 big matchups with crosstown rival Terre Haute South. Actually, one of those is this coming Friday. They will travel down south to play the Braves, and then next Friday the Braves will come here to play the Patriots. Not only a crosstown rival, but those are big Conference Indiana matchups as well. So a lot to watch there. Terre Haute North currently sits 4th out of the 6 teams in Conference Indiana. Terre Haute South, meanwhile, 7-5. They are 0-3 in conference play. So those are going to have a lot of importance to both of our Wabash Valley ball clubs here. So things to watch tonight, though. As we mentioned, Linton-Stockton just kind of all over the place with their season. It's can they right the ship and get a little bit of consistency, because they have been all over the map as far as how they've come out and played. Their last time out, they lost to Bedford North Lawrence. That was one of the 3 times they've been shut out. They lost 6-0. They beat Brown County 20-3 before that, but then they were shut out the previous game, which was Clay City, and they're obviously very good this season. But then they beat Northview by 10 runs. So, you just never know what you're going to get with the Miners, and should be a fun one to watch. They are a very good hitting team. The Miners come in. Russell Goodman, one guy to watch tonight, batting .433 on the season. Luke McDonald and Jackson Walker, both batting over .400 as well. On base percentage, Luke McDonald, .538, Goodman, .485. I mean, the numbers are big. They do have some power, too. Ty Boyd with 3 homers on the year. McDonald also has 3, and Walker's added 2. So far, the Patriots have not hit a long ball this season. So it'll be interesting to watch, see if we can get one on the board tonight. But it's a long fence out there in the north end of Terre Haute. 355 to the power alleys, 325 down the lines, 380 to center. So you've got to really get a hold of one if you're going to take it deep here in North Terre Haute. But it is a brisk evening. We're sitting about 60 degrees, kind of an overcast day. We had a little bit of drizzle earlier on, but that seems to have subsided as the lights are just now coming on here at the stadium, and we are getting ready to go. And we will take a quick break and come back to you with a little more pregame show. You're watching the high school baseball game of the week on the Indiana Sports Network.
The Fellowship of Christian Athletes has the mission of leading every coach and every athlete into a growing relationship with Jesus Christ and His church. Through camps and huddles, character coaches, and special events, we are making an impact in West Central Indiana. Check out where you can get involved at our website, wcindianafca.org. FCA, we are the heart and soul in sports.
At Great Dane, we are proud to invest in our people and the communities we call home. We are hiring now for trailer assemblers and welders across the country. We need the makers, people who are ready to make a difference. We need you. Build something bigger for yourself and your family with great health benefits, advancement opportunities, 401k, pension, and more. Apply today at greatdane.com/careers.
Grace Clinic Health Professional. Affordable, compassionate, comprehensive healthcare for the whole family. In Terre Haute and Greencastle.
You're watching high school baseball on the Indiana Sports Network.
Welcome back to Terre Haute, Indiana. Getting ready for tonight's matchup between the Linton and the Terre Haute North Patriots. We would quickly like to thank our sponsors for tonight's game: Great Dane Trailers, Hamilton Center, Lynn's Pharmacy in Brazil, Riddell National Bank, and York Automotive. Transportation for the Indiana Sports Network is provided by York Automotive, and they have 5 locations throughout Brazil, Greencastle, Crawfordsville, and Plainfield. We would also like to thank our camera operators for tonight's game. Kanan Harper and Sebastian De La Rosa mounted atop the dugouts, as they will give you the good pictures you're watching tonight. So last year, these two teams met up actually a year ago tomorrow, and they fought to a 16-16 tie. So let's hope we get another crazy one tonight. That was insane last year. It was a regulation 7-inning game, and it ended up 16-16. So that seems to be the kind of year Linton-Stockton's having. Terre Haute North has been a little more straightforward with their season. Not a lot of high-scoring games. They've, I think the most runs they've scored in a game so far this year is 11 when they defeated Plainfield. But a good win to start the year against Riverton Park. Dropped a 1-run game to Shakamak, but then we mentioned the 3-game winning streak, and then losing to Bloomington North last time out. So looking to right the ship. Still a lot of games left in the season, and a lot of chances to move forward both in conference play and looking towards the end of the year. So as we mentioned, Linton-Stockton coming in. They are the defending Southwestern Indiana Conference champions, as they were undefeated 7-0 last year in conference play. They sit at 2-2 right now, but a lot younger team for the Miners, it seems, this season. And, you can tell by the inconsistencies throughout. They've had some defensive struggles, which is kind of a strong point of the Patriots. So, if you can just get the ball in play against the Miners, you kind of have a chance this year. So we'll see if they can shore things up on the defensive end. But Terre Haute North, they're not as strong of a hitting team as Linton. However, their pitching has been pretty good so far. Jackson Toma with a 2.33 ERA. Jonathan Millington's been pretty strong with a 2.62, and Kendall Gregg also under 3. So you got 3 guys with below 3 ERA. That's pretty solid. They could use a little more pop. The slugging not really there. Millington's hitting pretty well. Bray's been strong. But it'll be interesting to see if they can turn the bats on tonight, as they were shut out last time out in a 1-0 loss. So, it'll be fun to watch tonight. Again, the crowd's gathering. It's a pretty good evening for baseball. Not too hot, not too cold. As we mentioned, the weather's kind of left us alone. So, looking forward to good things here. Just to mention next week's high school game of the week that we'll be covering, we've got a Western Indiana Conference matchup for you, as the Golden Arrows of Sullivan will travel to Brazil to take on the Northview Knights. And then we'll be right back here on Friday, May 5th for one of the South Vigo, North Vigo games. So we're proud to bring those to you. Also, another cross-county matchup before the season's out on May 9th. We'll have West Vigo right here at Terre Haute North. So we're going to squeeze in one more quick break, and then we will bring you all the action as we're getting set to go from Terre Haute North High School. You're watching the Indiana Sports Network.
There is a greatness inside of you, a passion, a strength, a determination. So embrace it. Embrace the greatness that you bring to everything you do. Embrace the idea that you can do work that makes an impact, work that keeps the country moving forward and our economy strong. Because not everyone has what you have, and that's exactly what connects you to all of us at Great Dane. There's greatness inside of you. Are you ready to embrace it?
At Lynn's Pharmacy, we're more than just your pharmacist. We're your neighbors.
Our kids go to the same schools.
We eat at the same restaurants.
We sit next to you in church.
When I listen to a symptom.
When I fill a prescription.
When I offer advice, I'm not just helping a customer. I'm helping my neighbor and a friend. My name is Lynn Hofstetter, and I'm the proud owner of Lynn's Pharmacy, a modern pharmacy with old-fashioned values and personal service dedicated to keeping you, your family, and our community healthy since 1872.
Here at Lynn's Pharmacy, downtown Brazil.
We were choosing colors for the house, and I stopped and looked at Mike and said, "We're really doing this, aren't we?" The process was challenging, but Riddell was there for us every step of the way. The mortgage, closing, they eased our stress. It made sense when Mike said,
"We're really doing this."
Mortgage loans made easy from Riddell. Making friends since 1885.
You're watching high school baseball on the Indiana Sports Network.
Treatment for those with...
Welcome back to Terre Haute, Indiana. I'm Troy Wilsine, happy to bring you tonight's ball game between the Linton-Stockton Miners and the Terre Haute North Patriots. We see the head coaches meeting at home plate with the umpires. Head coach for the Miners is Jacob Harden, and Faye Spetter leads the Terre Haute North Patriots into tonight's action. Just about ready to go. Should be a good one tonight. We've mentioned that several times. Really excited to see Linton in person. Very strong hitting team. They average 297 just as a team, so that's hard to stop. So, you know, Terre Haute North's going to have to bring it on the defensive end. Obviously needs some good starting pitching. The North Patriot JV team just laid the wood to the minor JV team earlier. I didn't see the final score, but I know they put up a 7 spot in the first inning, and it wasn't even close. Last look I had, it was 11-1. So that one was a blowout. We'll see what happens in this one. So Linton starting 3 freshmen, I hear, tonight. So it'll be fun to watch. As we mentioned, a lot younger team than last year, the conference champions, but things have changed quite a bit. They are starting a freshman pitcher tonight as well. In case you're not real familiar with the Southwestern Indiana Conference, as we mentioned, Clay City, Shakamak, who beat Terre Haute North earlier in the season, 8-7, a very close ball game. Bloomfield, Eastern Green, North Davies, White River Valley, and North Central make up the Southwestern Indiana Conference. And, of course, Terre Haute North. We all know Conference Indiana with our 2 Terre Haute schools, Columbus North, Southport, and the 2 Bloomington schools. So it looks like we are getting ready to go here. Just a bit of a delay in tonight's action, but again, looking forward to this one. This is my first time being able to see the Miners in action this year. So here are your starting lineups.
Playing second base, number 15, Jamison Fields.
Jamison Fields will start at second.
Batting second at third base, number 42, Nathan Frady.
Nathan Frady will bat second.
Center field, number 25, Jackson Walker.
Center fielder Jackson Walker will bat third.
In left field, number 18, Luke McDonald.
Luke McDonald batting fourth.
Batting fifth, doing the pitching, number 6, Russell Goodman.
Russell Goodman will pitch. Batting fifth.
First base, number 11, Ty Boyd.
Ty Boyd batting sixth.
The designated hitter,
Ethan Hall will DH, batting 7th. Jackson Miller will be playing short. Tyson Walker will bat 8th.
Batting 9th, doing the catching, number 21, Brandon Husband.
And catcher Brandon Husband will bat 9th. Braden Husband, sorry.
And the starting lineup for your Terre Haute North Patriots. Leading off, playing right field, number 3, Briar Goda.
Briar Goda starting in right, batting first.
Batting second, playing shortstop, number 14, Nate Millington.
Nate Millington will start at short. He will bat second.
Batting third in center field, number 7, Bryson Carpenter.
Bryson Carpenter will start at third.
Batting cleanup, playing third base, number 2, Kyler Dixon. Batting fifth, playing first base, number 5, Sam Glotzbach.
First baseman Sam Glotzbach will bat fifth.
Batting sixth, the designated hitter, number 77, Austin Black. Batting for the pitcher, number 10, Jacob Purdy.
DH Austin Black will bat sixth.
Batting seventh, doing the catching, number 4, Cam Judson.
Cameron Judson
Batting eighth, playing second base,
will catch
Drew
tonight's
Long.
action from
And batting
Jacob
ninth,
Purdy, the
left
starting
field, number
pitcher
22,
for the
Will
Patriots.
Gray.
Purdy's going to have to
And
be
now
strong.
we begin tonight's contest with the national anthem. Thank you for your attention, and let's work together to make this a
So we will take a quick break and we'll come back with the action. You're watching the Indiana Sports Network.
Treatment for those with mental illnesses and addiction issues has evolved over the years.
In the late 1960s, Indiana's mental health system began to take shape.
From 1971
to 2021, Hamilton Center has touched the lives of thousands of people
in central and west central Indiana.
We are committed to the latest therapies
to improve the quality of life for those with mental illnesses.
Treatment works.
Recovery is possible.
And thank you, Indiana.
There was a time when your local pharmacy defined your community. Before the days of long lines and drive-through national chains, pharmacists gave your health personal attention, and you always met with a familiar face. Back then, your questions were always answered, even when you forgot to ask. In Brazil, Indiana, that friendly local pharmacy has always been Lynn's Pharmacy since 1872. We are a modern pharmacy with the latest technology, still deliver that old-fashioned, friendly personal service today. Experience the tradition with your family at Lynn's Pharmacy in downtown Brazil.
I'm All-Pro running back Jonathan Taylor for York Automotive. York is my #1 pick for your next car, truck, or SUV. Shop from over 600 vehicles at yorkautomotive.com today.
You're #1 at York.
You're watching high school baseball on the Indiana Sports Network.
Welcome back to Terre Haute, Indiana. Troy Wilsine, happy to bring you tonight's action. We are just about ready to get underway with the Miners and the Patriots. Jacob Purdy taking to the mound for the Patriots this evening. Number 10, as he starts throwing some warm-up pitches. Just about ready to get underway. We see Sam Glotzbach down at first base. And let's see who else we got. Kyler Dixon starting at third, so they will man the corners for the Patriots this evening. As leading off is number 15, Jamison Fields, a junior for Linton-Stockton. So one of the few upperclassmen they've got. Fields not struggling, but not having a great season so far. But he is a much-needed left-handed bat in tonight's lineup for the Miners. Terre Haute North has won 3 of their last 4. They look to keep that rolling to improve on last year's record. They were 9-10-1. Of course, that tie came against Linton. And looking to have a winning record this year. So far, so good. Been pretty strong. Just a couple close losses, really, to Shakamak, a 1-run loss. But Shakamak's pretty solid so far this year. They're 6-3 and 3-0 in conference play. You know, and then they lose 1-0 last time out against Bloomington South. So, you know, their 2 losses could have very easily been wins. Could be looking at an undefeated team here with a couple different bounces of the old baseball, but not to be. You got to move on. We'll see how tonight fares for the Patriots. You see the unique setup here at Terre Haute North where, you know, you have the dirt circle around home plate, but then it goes to grass down the baselines. You don't see that a whole lot, so wonder if it messes with the runners a little bit when they take off out of the box and all of a sudden they're treading turf instead of dirt. Turned into a pretty good evening. We got a pretty good crowd on hand, too, it looks like. I know it was hard to find a parking spot earlier. They also had a track meet going on out here. That might be part of the problem. But doubleheader night here at Terre Haute North. As we see Fields getting ready to step in, we are just about ready to roll. Fields takes high for ball one. That one down the line, and it will stay in play, and it's caught. So the first out, Fields shanks one over toward the home dugout, and it is reeled in over there by number 22, the left fielder, Noah Bray. Nathan Frady steps in. Another big, strong lefty. And he swings at the first pitch, and it'll find its way through into right. So Frady with a single. Just barely out of the reach of Glotzback. Pretty aggressive going after the first pitch. As Jackson Walker steps in, number 25. See Linton in their road grays. Red numbers, red trim. As that one's taken for a ball. There's a swing and a miss. Purdy still trying to settle in on the mound here. Paying attention to Frady over at first. Not much of a lead. There's a chopper foul. 1 ball and 2 strikes on number 25, Jackson Walker. Walker's been pretty strong so far this season. .462 on base percentage. He's batting .400. Also with 2 home runs. And another chopper foul. So he's staying alive. Looks like he might have caught that one off the toe. He's hobbled a little bit there. Seems to be okay. Purdy, that one up at his eyeballs, but he swings at it anyway and chops it foul. He's feeling that foul ball from a few moments ago. I think that one caught him on the toe. 1-2 count, 1 away, runner on first. He is making Purdy work. As you can see, Purdy kind of hangs his head there. Cannot sneak one by him. But that's what makes a successful hitter. You know, you can fight off the bad pitches and either wait on Purdy to make a mistake or finally get something in your wheelhouse. That one almost over his head will be taken for ball 2. So he's proven he won't swing at anything. first. As Walker pokes this one down the right field line, it will be caught down there. Nice running grab. I believe that was Briar Goda out there in right field. So the 2 outs have been recorded on foul balls so far in this one.
Coming to the plate, number 18, Luke McDonald.
As here is the cleanup hitter, Luke McDonald, and he is a serious threat on this Linton team. He leads them in most of the categories as far as hitting goes. And he's swinging at the first pitch. That one roped out into left, but it will be caught, and that will end the top of the first. No runs, 1 hit, no errors. We'll head to the bottom of the first. You're watching the Indiana Sports Network.
4 years ago, I drove my daughter to Riddell National Bank, where she opened her savings account. Today, she's still saving money. My relationship with Riddell is better than ever, too. No other bank focuses on relationships as much as they do. I can count on them for small business loans when I need them. Riddell National Bank helps small business owners and their families grow, both financially and personally. Riddell National Bank, making friends since 1885.
At Great Dane, we are proud to invest in our people and the communities we call home. We are hiring now for trailer assemblers and welders across the country. We need the makers, people who are ready to make a difference. We need you. Build something bigger for yourself and your family with great health benefits, advancement opportunities, 401k, pension, and more. Apply today at greatdane.com/careers.
You're watching high school baseball on the Indiana Sports Network.
Welcome back to Terre Haute. We're in the bottom of the first inning. Nothing on the board for the Miners in the top half as freshman Russell Goodman takes to the mound for Linton. Another young arm out there, one the Patriots have not seen before, so it'll be a test on the young freshman here. And it's going to be a quick test as Briar Goda will lead things off for the Patriots as they head over to their freshman leader tonight, and everyone in the infield gives him a quick glove slap and wishes him well as we are ready to go.
Number 3, Briar Goda.
Goda leads things off. Goda batting .429 on the season with a .600 on-base percentage, and he's swinging at the first pitch. A grounder to second. Eats him up a little bit, but he able to get it together, and there's one away. A little bit of a bobble out there from Jamison Fields, but he collected it, and Goda's down on just one pitch. Millington, the shortstop, will bat second. And he's swinging at the first pitch. A grounder to short. It's gobbled up. And a nice play there. 2 quick outs on just 2 pitches. Got a freshman out there pitching. You might want to let him throw a little bit. See if he can get himself into trouble. But the Patriots are on the attack here quickly in this one, as now Bryson Carpenter steps in. Carpenter takes a ball. That one outside. So Carpenter's going to settle in, make the youngster work a little bit. Carpenter leads the team in runs with 5 so far. That one's in there for a strike. away, so a 3-1 count. As waiting on deck for the Patriots is number 2, Kyler Dixon. Carpenter had one to hit there, but chops it foul just on top of it. So we've got a full count on Bryson Carpenter. Patriots looking to put a dent in Russell Goodman here in the first, and that'll be a walk. So Carpenter draws first base, and that'll bring Dixon up.
Coming to bat, number 2, Kyler.
Nice to see him make the youngster throw a little bit. 2 quick outs on 2 pitches. That's exactly what the doctor ordered there for the Patriots. Dixon swinging at the first one, pops it down the right side. A long run for the first baseman, and he's got it. Nice catch there by number 11, Ty Boyd. So that'll end the first inning. We are still tied at 0. You're watching the Indiana Sports Network.
I ran out of my pain meds too quickly.
I took more and more to get through my day.
I did anything to get them.
I needed help. I needed hope. I found them both.
Professional, safe, no wait times, quality treatment. Regain something lost. Call or go to winrecovery.org.
Your All-Pro running back Jonathan Taylor here for York Automotive. Looking for an All-Pro deal on your next car, truck, or SUV? York is my #1 pick. With over 600 vehicles in stock, York has the largest selection to meet your needs. We're talking new, pre-owned, and commercial vehicles. Take it from one All-Pro to another, York has your best deal.
Shop online at yorkautomotive.com and we'll show you why we're not #1, you are.
We're not #1.
You are!
You're #1 at York.
You're watching high school baseball on the Indiana Sports Network.
Top of the second inning here in Terre Haute. Still tied at 0. Russell Goodman will lead things off for the Linton Miners. He just pitched a pretty good first inning there. He got the first 2 outs on 2 pitches, then walked a man, but was able to retire Kyler Dixon pretty quickly. So, successful start for him. Purdy looked pretty good in the first inning, pun intended, and just gave up 1 hit but got out of things pretty quickly. There's the throw down to second. We are ready to roll in inning number 2. Goodman actually the leading hitter on the minor team at .433, on base percentage of .485. So he is tough on both sides of the ball, but he looked pretty bad on that little check swing foul. Purdy fires one inside, 1-1 to Goodman. As we mentioned, 2 big conference games coming up with crosstown rival Terre Haute South, both in the next week and a half, as Goodman chops one into the hole at short, fired across, and he's going to beat it out. So Goodman's got some speed too, as that'll be the second hit of the night for the Miners. Perfect placement on that one, deep in the hole at short. Tough play out there. Ty Boyd steps in now for Linton. Another lefty. 1 the count. Goodman's got good speed. He does have 2 stolen bases so far this year. Decent lead over at first. He's not going, and a swing and a miss by Boyd. So now he's in the hole 0-2. See if we can get a hard grounder up the middle somewhere and turn a double play. It's going to be tough. Goodman pretty quick. He's taken off. Boyd rocks one into right field. Goda's camped under it. He makes the catch, and Goodman returns to first. One away, as stepping in now for Linton will be number 1, Ethan Hall. He is one of the few seniors on this team. He reaches up and smacks one underneath the glove of the third baseman and into left field. So Hall attacking on the first pitch, and it pays off. Little bit of trouble here in the second inning for Jacob Purdy, as Tyson Walker is going to look to make him pay. Walker just a sophomore. Goodman on second, Hall on first, 1 away. As he reaches out and pops one up to third. Pretty routine play is made over there. 2 outs. Kyler Dixon, who had one just squeak under his glove, able to put that one away. As now stepping in for the Miners is number 21, Braden Husband. Looks like we have a pinch runner here. It looks like Goodman coming out, and running for him will be Tristan York. So Tristan York down at second now. An interesting deal there. We'll see if Husband can do anything with Purdy. That one just a little outside as we see the sun start to peek through a little bit. It's been kind of rare today. Swing and a miss. Down to one knee goes Husband, chasing that one. Another swing and a miss. So Purdy firing back here. 1-2 count on Husband. 2 away. Runners on first and second. Purdy tries to get him to chase. Husband will not do it. Deuces are wild. Bottom of the second. 2 on, 2 out. 2-2 count. There's a foul ball to make it full. Or excuse me, still 2-2. York a pretty good lead out at second. There's a swing and a miss, and they tag him. That'll be a strikeout for Jacob Purdy, and that will end the top of the second. Still no score. You're watching high school baseball on the Indiana Sports Network.
At Great Dane, we are proud to invest in our people and the communities we call home. We are hiring now for trailer assemblers and welders across the country. We need the makers, people who are ready to make a difference. We need you. Build something bigger for yourself and your family with great health benefits, advancement opportunities, 401k, pension, and more. Apply today at greatdane.com/careers.
Ace Clinic Health Professional. Affordable, compassionate, comprehensive healthcare for the whole family. In Terre Haute and Greencastle.
You're watching high school baseball on the Indiana Sports Network.
Welcome back. Terre Haute North and Linton knotted up at 0 as we head to the bottom of the second inning. Jacob Purdy got himself in not really a jam there, but he gave up a couple of hits in the second, but was able to work out of it as he got Brandon Husband to go fishing there on the last pitch and struck him out with a ball in the dirt. First strikeout of the night, as we do see Goodman back on the mound. They pinch ran for him there in the top half of the second, but he is back out there for the second inning. And leading off the second for Terre Haute North will be first baseman Sam Glotzbach.
Leading off the bottom of the second for your Patriots, number 5, Sam
Glotzbach. I screw that up every time I do a game that he's in. I did that during basketball season too. Glotzbach. Sam takes one up and in for ball one. That one in there for a strike. Goodman looked pretty tough in the first. More you can make him throw, the better. It's now a 2-1 count. They turn the lights on. It's cloudy all day, and here comes the sun. Almost 7:30 at night. So Glotzbach lines one into right field for a base hit. And that's the first knock of the game for the Patriots. That'll bring up number 77, Austin Black, the designated hitter. Black 3 RBIs on the season. And he takes ball one. See if the Patriots can get something going here. As Goodman has definitely slowed down his routine on the mound with Glotzbach over at first. Black gets pinched there, pops one up to second. That's an easy out. Got jammed on that one. As stepping up now is number 4, Camden Judson, the catcher for the Patriots. That one high and away. Glotzbach has decent speed down at first. Wouldn't really expect to see him go. That one catches the outer edge for strike one. Bottom of the second, no score. Terre Haute North hosting Linton this evening. Your high school baseball game of the week. There's a drive deep center field, and it's going to get by and roll all the way to the wall. Glotzbach rounding third. He's going to try to make it. Here comes the throw home. It's offline, and Sam scores. And unfortunately, Judson thrown out at third, but Sam Glotzbach scores the first run of the game. And it is a 1-0 Patriot lead. Cam Judson hit a rope to center field, rolls all the way to the wall, but tried to turn a double into a triple, and he was Out by a mile down at third, but he did get the run in. As this one knocked out of play by number 8, Drew Long. Long hits a liner, and that one's going to drop. So the Patriots are on to something here in the second. Long going for 2, and he's easily going to make it. Back-to-back doubles for the Patriots. Boy, now you kind of regret Judson going for 3 on that one, or they'd have had another run on the board. Noah Bray steps in. As they are knocking Russell Goodman around here in the second inning. Bray takes one outside for ball 1. That one gets past the catcher. Oh, it caught him. That one hit Bray. So he will take his base as Goodman's gotten a little wild. And that's going to bring up the leadoff man, Goda. Goda grounded out his first time up. We'll see if the freshman on the bump can kind of calm things down here. Runners on first and second. That one really high. Wow. Boy, Goodman losing control here in the second inning. Pitches are starting to sail on him a little bit. 2-0 to Goda. That one right down there. Goda flies it to left, and it's pretty routine. That will end the inning. But the Patriots put one on the board thanks to a double by Judson. We'll be right back. You're watching the Indiana Sports Network.
At Lynn's Pharmacy, we're more than just your pharmacist. We're your neighbors.
Our kids go to the same schools. We eat at the same restaurants. We sit next to you in church.
When I listen to a symptom.
When I fill a prescription.
When I offer advice, I'm not just helping a customer. I'm helping my neighbor and a friend. My name is Lynn Hofstetter, and I'm the proud owner of Lynn's Pharmacy, a modern pharmacy with old-fashioned values and personal service dedicated to keeping you, your family, and our community healthy since 1872.
Here at Lynn's Pharmacy, downtown Brazil.
We were choosing colors for the house, and I stopped and looked at Mike and said, "We're really doing this, aren't we?" The process was challenging, but Riddell was there for us every step of the way. The mortgage, closing, they eased our stress. It made sense when Mike said,
"We're really doing this."
Mortgage loans made easy from Riddell. Making friends since 1885.
You're watching high school baseball on the Indiana Sports Network.
We thank you for joining us this evening on the Indiana Sports Network. What's turned out to be a pretty nice night for baseball as the sun's come out and the North Patriots have the lead 1-0. Cam Judson doubled in. Sam Glotzbach for the first run of the game. And Jacob Purdy's been pretty solid through 2. He's given up 3 hits, but he's been able to work his way out of trouble. As Jamison Fields will lead off for the Miners here in the top half of the 3rd. Fields flew out. Well, he popped out foul his first time up. As he takes that one high for ball 1. And there's a pop fly center field, and it'll be brought in easily. 1 away. Carpenter makes a catch. That'll bring up Frady.
Now batting number 42, Nathan Frady.
He squeaked one through the right side for the first hit of the game. First time up to the plate. Big lefty. Frady can be dangerous. Scored 8 runs on the season. He has 9 RBIs. He's also a pretty good pitcher. His ERA just under 4 on the season. Two and 0 the count. Purdy to Frady. Frady chops one high to second base. Easily gathered up, and there's 2 away. That'll bring up number 25, Jackson Walker.
Coming to bat, number 25, Jackson Walker.
Walker flew out to right his first time up. After a long battle at the plate. They have made Purdy work tonight, but he stayed pretty consistent, pretty strong. See how deep he can go into this ball game. Walker takes one away for a ball. As he tosses that one out of play to the left, we look at the upcoming schedule for Linton. Tomorrow they travel to North Davies. And then the very next night, they will be home to Evansville Christian, and then another home game on Saturday against Orleans. So a busy, busy week for the Linton-Stockton Miners. Coming well off the plate, 2-2 now. Walker swings and misses, the second strikeout of the night for Purdy. That will keep the Patriots in the lead 1-0. You're watching the Indiana Sports Network.
It could be anyone. The star student, the all-state athlete. I never thought it could happen to me, that I could lose everything. I found help, I found hope, I found recovery. I regained something lost.
The city of Brazil was founded in 1866. By 1876, there were 2 schools, 7 dry goods stores, 2 hardware stores, 4 churches, and 5 drugstores. One of those drugstores is still there today, Lynn's Pharmacy. Lynn's Pharmacy has grown from a small neighborhood drugstore to a modern pharmacy, offering prescriptions and medical equipment with old-fashioned values and unparalleled service. You can even step back in time and visit Lynn's Soda Parlor.
Here at Lynn's Pharmacy,
downtown Brazil.
You're watching high school baseball on the Indiana Sports Network.
Welcome back to Terre Haute. We would like to thank our sponsors for tonight's ball game: Great Dane Trailers, the Hamilton Center, Lynn's Pharmacy in Brazil, Riddell National Bank, and York Automotive. We couldn't do it without them. We certainly appreciate those fine businesses coming on board and helping us out this evening. As we are in the bottom of the third, Terre Haute North with a 1-0 lead. Goodman still on the mound for Linton. As there's ball one inside to number 14, Millington. He grounded out his first time up. They always talk about OPS, the on-base plus slugging. Millington at 1.2. As he leads the team, not only in batting average, he's batting just a shade under 500 on the season. An on-base of 545, and leads the team in slugging as well at 600. So, been a very strong season for him so far as he takes strike one. 2-1 the count. Goodman got just a little bit wild last inning, and they were starting to pick up on him, hit him pretty hard, as we saw Judson with a laser shot out to center, an RBI double. He was thrown out going for third, and then Long followed that up with another double. Ooh, that one really inside. That'll send Millington to first. Carpenter to the plate. He walked his first time up. One of two walks so far for Russell Goodman. 3 hits, 2 walks, and a hit batsman so far in this one. So he's been a little erratic. First inning was pretty solid. As Millington's running, the catcher dropped the ball, so a stolen base for Millington. That's his first of the year. As it looks like Goodman's going to get a visit from the old pitching coach here, as he has looked a little off since the first inning, and now the Patriots threatening again. Nobody out, runner on second. So they'll have a chat with Carpenter down here as well. Michael Walters out to the mound to have a chat with Russell Goodman. Just a freshman, remember, so still early in the game here. He's just getting his footing when it comes to his high school baseball career. Carpenter steps back in. He fouls one off. Nice quiet evening here in Terre Haute. Glad you've joined us on this Tuesday, as spring is proving today it doesn't want to let go just yet and give way to summer. Millington running again. This time he gets... Oh, he's safe at third. It looked like the throw beat him, but he must have slid under it. And we are going to have a bit of an argument here. And it looked like the throw beat him for sure, but not sure he got the tag down. So Millington, his second stolen base. As Miners' coach will head back to the dugout. Not very pleased with that call. So now a runner on third. Still nobody out. Carpenter looking to drive one in here. One high and away, 3-1 now. So a good hitter's count here for Bryson Carpenter. If it's anywhere close, I would expect him to be hacking. Let's see. No, too far inside, and he will draw his second walk of the ball game. That'll bring up Kyler Dixon.
Now batting number 2, Kyler Dixon.
Dixon popped out to first in his first plate appearance. Runners on the corners, nobody out. 1-0 Patriots here in the bottom of the third, looking to extend this lead. Goodman has given him a pretty good opportunity here the last 2 innings. You'd like to see him get more than one. Carpenter's running. The bunt is in the air, and it is caught. And Goodman gets doubled up. Worst case scenario for the Patriots, a double play. As Dixon popped up the bunt, caught by the catcher, and Carpenter had no idea. He was standing on second base. Not a clue what had happened there. And unfortunately, not very good execution there by Dixon as Glotzbach steps in. He singled his first time up, and now the pressure's on him to get Millington home. Golden opportunity to score here for the Patriots, and that one ripped to right. However, it's going to be caught, and the Miners survive the third inning without giving up a run. So it remains 1-0. We'll head to the fourth. You're watching the Indiana Sports Network.
I'm all-pro running back Jonathan Taylor for York Automotive. York is my #1 pick for your next car, truck, or SUV. Shop from over 600 vehicles at yorkautomotive.com today.
You're #1 at York.
4 years ago, I drove my daughter to Riddell National Bank, where she opened her savings account. Today, she's still saving money. My relationship with Riddell is better than ever, too. No other bank focuses on relationships as much as they do. I can count on them for small business loans when I need them. Riddell National Bank helps small business owners and their families grow, both financially and personally. Riddell National Bank, making friends since 1885.
You're watching high school baseball on the Indiana Sports Network.
Terre Haute North leads Linton 1-0 as we head to the fourth inning. It's kind of an unexpected pitcher's duel here, as Jacob Purdy's been pretty solid for the Patriots so far. 3 innings pitched, and he's only given up 3 hits. He's got 2 strikeouts. And on the other hand, Russell Goodman, you know, the freshman on the mound, he's battled and battled. He's been a little rough in the second and third, but his teammates bailed him out there with a nice double play on the popped-up bunt, and he was able to get out of third without giving up a run. So now the Miners will look to keep the momentum rolling, see if they can tie this thing up, as leading off will be McDonald.
Leading off the fourth inning, number 18, Luke McDonald.
McDonald flew out in his first appearance. High for ball 1. McDonald rips one down the left field line, and that's going to be a solid single. He makes a big turn, but he'll hold there. And that'll bring Goodman back up. He got the first, not the first hit of the game, but he did single his first time up.
Now batting number 6, Russell Goodman.
Goodman singled, moved over to second, then was pinch run for. We saw the Patriots pretty active on the base paths. We'll see if the Miners follow suit. McDonald has 2 stolen bases so far this year, so it is a possibility. That one's inside, 2-0. Purdy's had pretty good control tonight. He's put himself in good situations. However, that one squirts away from the catcher, and that will send McDonald down to second. Looks like a pass ball there, as Judson couldn't corral it. Just a little spot of trouble here. That one almost gets away, and Goodman draws a walk. Runners on first and second now as Boyd steps in. First base on balls tonight for Purdy. As we hear the chatter from the Miner dugout, they're getting a little fired up over there. Boyd shows bunt, sends one back to the pitcher. Oh, I think it might have hit him. Yeah, he's hurting. He's going to walk that one off. I'm not sure if he fouled it off of himself, I believe. Yeah, right on the knee. You can see him rubbing it, so. They're going to give him a moment, as they should. Ty Boyd has scored 10 runs this year, so he's been an active part of the Miner offense, and he's looking to play the role now. Runners on first and second, nobody out. Boyd swings and misses for strike 2. Expect Purdy to give him some garbage, see if you can get him to fish a little bit here. Oh no, Boyd rips one down the right field line. That will be foul. Bit of a mistake there by Purdy. Left one out over the plate, but Boyd a little quick on the button, yanks it. Remains 0-2. McDonald on second, Goodman on first. This would be the biggest spot of trouble Purdy's been in all night. He's had a couple runners on, but he had 2 outs in those situations. That one really high. It's tricky. You got to give him something competitive but not good, you know, and that's just an uncompetitive pitch there. So's that one really inside. So 2-2 now, as you're bringing Boyd back into the count here. Boyd rips one down to second. Here's a chance for 2. The flip to second. Oh, and he missed the tag. Everyone is safe. So the bases will be loaded with nobody out for Ethan Hall. Wow. Not sure if he just rushed the toss. Looked like it was a little bit out in front of the bag. Millington took a swipe at the runner but couldn't get him. As Hall steps in a huge spot. That one in there for a strike. Bases loaded, nobody out. Patriots clinging to a 1-run lead. Hall fouls it away, 0-2. Hall singled his first time up. We've mentioned how erratic the Miners can be this year, scoring 20 and then scoring 0 in the next game. Who do we get tonight? Hall swings and misses, and that'll be out number 1, and no bigger out you can get. The third strikeout of the night for Purdy.
Now batting number 2, Tyson Walker.
As Tyson Walker steps in, popped out his first time up. Swing and a miss. Purdy bearing down now. Like to see these guys get another shot at a twin killing. Walker reaches out, pokes one into center, and it's going to drop. 1 run is in, and he holds up at third. The throw down the line, and it gets past the catcher. Here comes the play at the plate. Purdy puts the tag down, and he got him. Wow. So the game is tied. It's 1-1. But a huge play after an errant throw from center. A great job by the catcher, Judson, as he was able to collect the ball after it got by him. Fires one to Purdy, who lays down a beautiful tag. And the Patriots able to keep this thing tied. The runner was going to hold at third till he saw it get away from the catcher, but then he took off, maybe just a little bit too late. As, whoa, that's over the head of number 21, Brandon Husband. No, it says Braden on their roster, and the announcer keeps saying Brandon, so I apologize to we'll just call him Mr. Husband, I guess. That one's over his head, too. So 2-0 the count. Runners on first and second, now 2 away. That one in the dirt. So 3-0, then the runners will advance. Sloppy defensive inning here by the Patriots. Couple pass balls. We've seen a couple errors. And now we're going to have a chat with Jacob Purdy. Just 1 hit in the inning for Linton. McDonald led off with a single to left, and then Goodman walked. We had an error that loaded the bases. It could have been a double play, but ended up in nothing for the Patriots. Then Purdy answered back with the strikeout of Hall, and then Walker bloops one into center, scoring 1 run. However, an errant throw enticed the runner from third, and he was thrown out at home. Now it's up to Husband with 2 out, 2 on. Chance for the Miners to take their first lead of this game. That one in there for a strike. Swing and a miss, strike 2, so a full count. And he reaches down, tags one into right. It is going to drop foul. Good job fighting that one off by Husband. Got to protect anything close. Almost blooped one out there for a 2-run single. Husband pops one way up there, and it will be caught. So I think that was Dixon brought that in, so that'll end the inning. But the Miners tie it We're going to the bottom of the fourth. You're watching the Indiana Sports Network.
At Great Dane, we are proud to invest in our people and the communities we call home. We are hiring now for trailer assemblers and welders across the country. We need the makers, people who are ready to make a difference. We need you. Build something bigger for yourself and your family with great health benefits, advancement opportunities, 401k, pension, and more. Apply today at greatdane.com/careers.
The Fellowship of Christian Athletes has the mission of leading every coach and every athlete into a growing relationship with Jesus Christ and His church. Through camps and huddles, character coaches, and special events, we are making an impact in West Central Indiana. Check out where you can get involved at our website, wcindianafca.org. FCA, we are the heart and soul in sports.
You're watching high school baseball on the Indiana Sports Network.
Welcome back to Terre Haute. We are knotted up at 1 going to the bottom of the fourth inning. Russell Goodman has answered the bell for round 4 here as he got bailed out in the last inning on a pop-up bunt that turned into a double play, got him out of a jam. And then the Miners started to make some noise in the top half of the fourth and got him off the hook as they tied this thing up. We will see if the Patriots can answer back as stepping in to lead things off is number 77, Austin Black.
Leading off the bottom of the fourth for your Patriots, number 77, Austin Black.
Black popped out to second, first time up. Goodman's first one is a little high for ball 1. Goodman's thrown 3 innings, given up 3 hits, 1 run. It was earned, 3 walks, and a hit batsman. That one's low and away. Fouls one off to the right. Just a reminder of our upcoming games here on the Indiana Sports Network. We will be back tomorrow night as Rose-Hulman will be in action as they will battle DePaul tomorrow night at 6 o'clock. Black fouls another away. Rose also in action against Anderson this Saturday. We'll have both of those for you here. And then next week, as we mentioned earlier, Tuesday, our game of the week, Sullivan at Northview. And then next Friday, we'll also have South Vigo right here against the Patriots. Black rips one to center. Pretty deep, but it will be caught. Pretty good contact there. They've seemed to have caught on to Goodman a little bit here in the last couple innings, is really starting to hit him hard, as that's going to bring up Judson, the catcher. Bit of a rough half inning on the defensive side. We'll see if he can make up for it here. Judson has the 1 RBI tonight for the Patriots. And a stinging double to center. He was thrown out going for third. Rips that one foul. High and away for ball 1. Judson, a big rip on that one. Couldn't connect. polar opposite of what we saw in this game last year. These two teams tied at 16. I think there were 5 different innings where the team scored 5 or more runs. As that one's fouled away. I remember North scoring 1 in the top of the first, and then Linton put up 7 in the bottom of the first. But the Patriots fought all the way back to tie it. Actually took the lead at one point, 10-9. Judson reaches out and pokes that one into right field. Will it be fair? No. 1-2 the count. Bottom of the fourth. Terre Haute North 1, Linton 1. Judson drove in Glotzbach back in the second for the Patriots' lone tally. And that one in the dirt will even things up at 2. See Drew Long on deck over there. Remember, he followed Judson up with a double. Oh, that one got a piece of him. So that's the second time Goodman has plunked somebody tonight. Looks like Judson's okay. It caught him on the arm. They are going to run for him, though, as I'm sure I'm going to butcher this name. Peyton Lintznick. Hey, I wasn't that far off. That's not bad. Peyton Lintznick. Lintzneich for those of you scoring at home. He's going to run in place of Judson as Drew Long steps in. Also doubled his first time up. Lintznick, oh, hey, I looked like he was going to go. They throw anyway, and the ball goes into center, and Lintznick will take second. Oh, and now they overthrow the toss back in. So confusion reigns. And Lintznick down to second. He wasn't going. He faked the steal. The catcher bit, threw it down there straight into center, and then Lintznick able to take the base. Long fires one off to the left and out of play. So an opportunity for the Patriots to answer back here. Lintznick, good speed. Long dribbles one to short right in front of the runner, and they will throw him out. Nice play out there by Jackson Miller. As stepping in is Noah Bray.
Now batting number 22, Noah Bray.
See if Bray can get things going with 2 outs here. He's going to fly one to left. That'll be a routine out, and that will end the inning. So we are still tied at 1 as we head to the 5th. You're watching high school baseball on the Indiana Sports Network.
At Great Dane, we are proud to invest in our people and the communities we call home. We are hiring now for trailer assemblers and welders across the country. We need the makers, people who are ready to make a difference. We need you. Build something bigger for yourself and your family with great health benefits, advancement opportunities, 401k, pension, and more. Apply today at greatdane.com/careers.
Grace Clinic Health Professional. Affordable, compassionate, comprehensive healthcare for the whole family. In Terre Haute and Greencastle.
You're watching high school baseball on the Indiana Sports Network.
As we start to get into the later stages of this one, still tied at 1 going to the top of the 5th. We've got a new pitcher for the Patriots as Kendall Gregg, big number 45, will take to the mound. But a good night for Jacob Purdy. 4 innings pitched, only gave up 3 hits, 1 run. It was not earned. 1 walk, 3 strikeouts. Pretty good command all evening. So a pretty stout outing there for Mr. Purdy. Now he will turn things over to Kendall Gregg. A no decision for Purdy tonight. Gregg with an ERA of an even 3 so far this season. And he's got a tough test to start things off, as leading off will be the leadoff man, number 15, Jamison Fields. He's flown out to left and he's flown out to center so far tonight. So he laces one off to the left. A little bit chillier outside. We're starting to dip into the lower 50s now. That one high and tight, 2-1 the count. Gregg just a little high and hot so far. He's throwing hard, but they're just a little too high. That one in there, and it's fouled away. So a full count now on Fields. And he's out of there on strikes, so Fields goes down. First strikeout for Gregg. That'll bring up Frady. Frady 1 for 2 with a single in the first, and he's swinging at the first one. It's fouled away. Linton very aggressive up at the plate. A lot of first pitch swings. Sometimes it's worked out, most of the time not. Frady takes one inside. We've talked about just the insane year they've had. Just 5 blowout victories. They've been shut out 3 times. I mean, they've scored over 20 runs twice. Double digits more often than not, but hard to predict what each night holds for him. That one in there for a strike, 2-2 now. As Gregg starting to harness it here. And the count will run full. Both of these teams have been in some tight games this year. It's nothing new to either of them as Frady fouls that one away. I mentioned Linton's first 3 games of the year. They lost each and every one of them by 1 run. So they are not too successful in real close games so far this year. That could change at any time. Terre Haute North lost to Shakamak by 1, but And they also lost to Bloomington North by 1. So Frady draws a walk. So Gregg has struck out a man and walked a man.
Now batting number 25, Jackson Walker.
Walker steps in. He's flown out and struck out. So these two teams are combined 0-5 in one-run games. I would assume someone will break that tonight. That one low and away. Gregg just a little out of control so far. Seen some high, some a little too far outside. Seen him take a deep breath, kind of regain control here. Got Frady over on first. That one ripped to left. That's going to be trouble, and it is off the wall. Frady rounds second. He's going to stop at third, and that's a standing double for Walker. He gives the dugout a cheer. A ringing double by Jackson Walker.
Coming to the plate, number 18, Luke McDonald.
And it's especially problematic with the next man stepping in. Luke McDonald is up. Flew out his first time up, singled. He singled and scored in the fourth to tie the game. Oh, I thought about it. Couldn't pull the trigger. Strike one. So trouble is a brewing for the Patriots. 2 on, 1 away. That one inside. Squirts out of the catcher's mitt, but he will track it down. Frady walked, moved over to third on the Walker double. And now their leading hitter, Luke McDonald, the senior, steps in, takes ball 2. Awfully big moment here for Gregg. You'd like to see him find a way out of this one. Pop up, strike out, something. That one fouled away. So 2-2 now. He's got some heat. I don't know if it's enough to get by McDonald, but it's going to be hard for McDonald to catch up to. I know that. Off speed, a little high, so we've got a full count now. First base is open, however you have Goodman on deck, and that's not much of a better choice. Here's the payoff pitch. Fouled away. McDonald leads the team with 11 RBIs. He has 3 home runs, so he's got some power. That one popped off to the right side. I feel like I'm going to go out to my car after this game, and there's going to be about 4 baseballs sitting in the front seat. Payoff pitch to McDonald. Runners on second and third, just 1 away, and time called. Judson will go have a chat with him. Seen both teams threaten quite a bit in this one. Just nobody really able to break through, whether it be of mistakes of their own making or perhaps getting bailed out a little bit by the other team. Gregg looks in and deals. McDonald is frozen and takes strike 3. Wow, beautiful pitch there by Gregg. His second strikeout. not out of the woods yet as Goodman steps in, but boy, was that big. Goodman has doubled and walked tonight. As he takes that one outside for ball one. Remember, first base is open. You've got Boyd on deck. And yeah, they're not, I'm not sure he's wanting to mess with Goodman too much. You got the righty-righty matchup, but that one high and tight, 3-0 now. He's a good old pitch around right here. He'd rather take his chances with Boyd. And that'll do it. So the second walk now to Goodman. 2 walks, 2 strikeouts in the inning. And a ringing double to left field. And now the moment of truth comes down to Ty Boyd. Boyd's flown out and reached on an error. Remember, he hit that chopper to second. Could have been the double play back in the 4th, but kind of a lazy toss, and then the tag was missed. Boyd swings, flies one foul off to the right. Here's the 0-1. Swing and just barely tipped it, so it's 0-2 now. So now if you're Greg, what are you doing? You'd think something out of the zone, but boy, he may never see it coming if it's in there. Here's the pitch. Did he go? Did not go. 1-2. Boyd barely able to hold up on that one. 1-1, top of the 5th. We've got a tight one here in Terre Haute tonight. Your Indiana High School game of the week. It's been a good one so far. Terre Haute North and Linton. And we've got a tight spot here in the top of the 5th. Boyd rips one behind. Oh, it's popped up behind the plate. Judson can't quite get there as it's out of play. One and two the count now. We'll do it again. Pretty high pressure situation here for Greg as Judson's going to go make sure they are on the same page. While he's doing that, we'll thank our sponsors one more time tonight. Great Dane Trailers, the Hamilton Center, Lynn's Pharmacy, Riddell National Bank, and York Automotive. Judson returns to his post. And the junior, Ty Boyd, steps back in with a 1-2 count. Runners on second and third, 2 away. Greg delivers. Boy, he was way off second out there. I think they thought about throwing it down, but common sense got the better of them. 2-2 now. Not sure why the trailing runner would be so far off. Boyd swings and misses, and he's gone. Greg pitches himself out of trouble. So we will go to the bottom of the 5th, still tied. You're watching the Indiana Sports Network.
Your all-pro running back Jonathan Taylor here for York Automotive. Looking for an all-pro deal on your next car, truck, or SUV? York is my #1 pick. With over 600 vehicles in stock, York has the largest selection to meet your needs. We're talking new, pre-owned, and commercial vehicles. Take it from one all-pro to another, York has your best deal.
Shop online at yorkautomotive.com and we'll show you why we're not #1, you are.
We're not #1.
You are!
You're #1 at York.
4 years ago, I drove my daughter to Riddell National Bank, where she opened her savings account. Today, she's still saving money. My relationship with Riddell is better than ever, too. No other bank focuses on relationships as much as they do. I can count on them for small business loans when I need them. Riddell National Bank helps small business owners and their families grow, both financially and personally. Riddell National Bank, making friends since 1885.
You're watching high school baseball on the Indiana Sports Network.
Back at Terre Haute, I'm Troy Wilsine. Happy you've joined us on this fine Tuesday evening. We got a pretty good ball game going here. 1-1, going to the bottom of the fifth. Russell Goodman still out there, as he will take it into the fifth tonight. As here is Goda leading off the fifth. Swinging at the first pitch, rips one to left, fairly deep, but it will be caught. Goda 0 for 3 now on the evening. That'll bring up Millington. Millington 0 for 1. He walked last time up and then stole second, stole third. And that was when they ended up with the crazy double play. The popped up bunt, and Carpenter was trying to run, and Millington takes ball one. That one's in there for a strike. Goodman has had his fair share of pressure situations tonight, but he has somehow pulled through, just one run given up. As Millington takes one on the outside corner for strike two. Pretty easy first inning for Goodman. The other three have been a bit of a hassle for him. One and two the count as darkness starts to creep in on us here. That one ripped into left field for a base hit. Millington, solid single. As that will bring up Carpenter, as he has walked twice so far this evening. Been very patient. It's paid off. He was doubled off last time he reached the base paths. See if the Patriots can get something going. One away, runner on first. As Goodman steps off to check Millington. He is a threat over there. Millington goes. Here's the throw down to second. Way offline, and Millington's in there. I believe that'll be stolen base number 3 on the night. Now a runner in scoring position. Carpenter, 1 ball, no strikes. That one inside, 2-0. Millington's only scored 2 runs so far this season. That's kind of surprising for the big numbers he's put up. Carpenter dribbles one out to short. Millington running, though. Shortstop bobbles it. Millington goes too far past third. Now they've got him in a rundown. Carpenter darting for second. Millington dives back into third, and he is out. So a base running mistake there. Now 2 down with a runner on second. A good job by Carpenter. Heads up to move up a base.
Coming to the plate, number 2, Kyler Dixon.
Boy, the Patriots just, they've shot themselves in the foot a few times tonight. Shortstop bobbled it. I think Millington was going to take off for home had he thrown to first. But a keen play out there as they saw Millington round third. Threw over there quickly, got him in the rundown, and he couldn't get out of it. Carpenter is at second, though. As that one's high and tight to Dixon. Dixon over 2 tonight, couple of pop-ups. Little bloop into the alley would be pretty nice right now. That one way outside. Carpenter's got pretty good speed on second. It wouldn't take a whole lot to get him home. As now a 3-0 count on Kyler Dixon. Big Sam Glotzbach on deck. Dixon taken all the way, and that one's in there. Another opportunity here for the Patriots. They haven't cashed in too much this evening. Dribbled foul. Patriots have left one runner on base in every inning. Dixon swings and misses. He is gone, and that will end the 5th. So we'll head to the 6th, still tied at 1. You're watching the Indiana Sports Network.
There is a greatness inside of you, a passion, a strength, a determination. So embrace it. Embrace the greatness that you bring to everything you do. Embrace the idea that you can do work that makes an impact, work that keeps the country moving forward and our economy strong. Because not everyone has what you have. And that's exactly what connects you to all of us at Great Dane. There's greatness inside of you. Are you ready to embrace it?
I ran out of my pain meds too quickly.
I took more and more to get through my day.
I did anything to get them.
I needed help. I needed hope. I found them both.
Professional, safe, no wait times, quality treatment. Regain something lost. Call or go to winrecovery.org.
You're watching high school baseball on the Indiana Sports Network.
Top of the 6th has rolled around here in Terre Haute as Kendall Gregg is back on the bump for the Patriots. In a 1-1 game, Gregg had a very eventful 5th inning as he struck out the leadoff man Fields. Then a walk to Frady, gave up a ringing double to Walker, so runners on second and third just one away. Fought back with a beautiful strikeout of McDonald, just froze him. Then he walked Goodman. I think that one was kind of strategic, and then able to strike out Boyd. So a couple clutch strikeouts last inning to get him out of trouble and keep this thing knotted up at 1. And leading off for the Miners here in the 6th is going to be number 1, Ethan Hall.
Leading off the 6th inning, number 1, Ethan Hall.
Hall came up with the bases loaded in the 4th and struck out. He also has a single tonight, though. That one up at his eyeballs, and he waves at it and misses. Very crouched stance from Ethan Hall. He is a senior. Usually you see the taller guys kind of lengthen themselves out. He brings himself down quite a bit. Swing and a miss, 1 and 2. Greg working quickly. That one way up there. Evens it up at 2. And now full count. Walker on deck. Hall swings and misses. Strike 3. That's a 3rd strikeout now for Greg. Or excuse me, the 4th.
Coming to bat, number 2, Tyson Walker.
All of his outs have been recorded by the K. Tyson Walker takes one in the dirt. Walker's popped out and has an RBI single. Swings and misses. Boy, Greg is just, throwing just a million miles an hour, but some of them are right down the middle, and then he fires one, 7.5 feet in the air. That one was right down the middle, and that was swinging on a miss. So it's working. 2 and 2's the count. 1 away, top of the 6th. Time running short on this one. Both of these teams have had plenty of opportunities. That one's outside a full count again. Whoever goes home on the losing end tonight is not going to feel very good about this. Swing and a miss, and strikeout number 5. Goodness gracious. As that will bring up number 21. It's either Braden or Brandon Husband.
Stepping in the box, number 21, Brandon Husband.
He bunts it, but foul. Give him the A for effort, though. He hustled all the way through first base, just like you're taught. I remember getting absolutely chewed up and spit out by one of my Little League coaches. A foul bunt just off to the right of the first baseline, and I didn't run it out. Boy, he ripped me. You could tell it was foul before I was out of the batter's box. 1-1 the count, 2 away. Top of the 6th, we're in a 1-1 tie. Husband at the plate. Greg delivers over his head. Husband has been a strikeout victim tonight, although it was Jacob Purdy that got him. fouled out of play. We appreciate everyone tuning in tonight. Remember to join us tomorrow. We'll have Rose Holman take to the diamond. Has another foul ball there. They will host DePaul tomorrow evening. That's always a big rivalry. Husband, just off the corner. Full count. So he's gone full to all three batters now that he's faced here in the sixth. So far it's worked out. He struck out the first two. Husband, you would think, would get something good. Oh, he rips one to left. Should be playable. And it is. Pretty easy inning. 1, 2, 3 for Greg. We'll go to the bottom of the sixth. Still tied at 1. You're watching the Indiana Sports Network.
There was a time when your local pharmacy defined your community. Before the days of long lines and drive-through national chains, pharmacists gave your health personal attention, and you always met with a familiar face. Back then, your questions were always answered, even when you forgot to ask. In Brazil, Indiana, that friendly local pharmacy has always been Lynn's Pharmacy since 1872. We are a modern pharmacy with the latest technology, still deliver that old-fashioned, friendly personal service today. Experience the tradition with your family at Lynn's Pharmacy in downtown Brazil.
We're the Browns, and this is our account. Our relationship with Riddell really began when we were kids, so when we started our business, it seemed like a natural fit for us.
Riddell's provided all of our financial needs for both personal and business, and we could not be happier with the level of service that we're provided.
Riddell National Bank has helped us grow our business so that we can help grow our communities with the core values that we both share. If you're looking to grow your business, Riddell is your best option.
You're watching high school baseball on the Indiana Sports Network.
Bottom of the sixth is upon us. And Russell Goodman still out there for Linton. Been a very hard-fought game on both sides. Some mistakes, some errors, some base running problems. But overall, it's been a fun game to watch. Some pretty solid contact, some ringing doubles from both sides. As coming up for Terre Haute North to lead things off is going to be Sam Glotzbach. He's singled and flown out. Glotzbach has scored the Patriots' only run. As he takes strike one. Should be Glotzbach, Judson, and Long, I believe. Or excuse me, Glotzbach, Black, and Judson this inning. Shows bunt, does bunt, bunts it off himself, strike two. Goodman threw 5 innings, just 3 hits, the 1 run, 3 walks, a strikeout, and he's hit 2 batters. So just a little erratic here and there. He's gotten in some jams, he's gotten out of some jams. He's been bailed out of a jam. That one up and in. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Sam. It's a vocal bunch down there in the Linton dugout. Glotzbach able to hold up, 2-2. Linton looking to get back to 500 on the season with a win tonight. Glotzbach swings and misses, and that is strike 3. Second strikeout of the night for Goodman. As that will bring up number 77, Austin Black. Black has popped out and flown out so far this evening. That one outside for ball one. Ripped up the middle, but the second baseman's there, and he got him two-way. Boy, he was a laser shot up the middle, but well played out there at second. I believe that's Fields. It was good positioning on that one.
Coming to bat, the catcher, number 4, Cam Judson.
Here's Judson. As we mentioned, the RBI double back in the second, thrown out at third. And then he was hit by a pitch in the fourth. That one up and in for ball one. Goodman pretty calm, seems to be pretty strong still. Pretty impressive. Good showing for the freshman tonight. Kept his team in it. Judson rips one to right, but it will be caught. 1-2-3 for Goodman. So we will head to the seventh inning. We are tied at 1. You're watching the Indiana Sports Network.
Treatment for those with mental illnesses and addiction issues has evolved over the years.
In the late 1960s, Indiana's mental health system began to take shape.
From 1971
to 2021,
Hamilton Center has touched the lives of thousands of people in central and west central Indiana.
We are committed to the latest therapies
to improve the quality of life for those with mental illnesses.
Treatment works.
Recovery is possible.
And thank you, Indiana.
We were choosing colors for the house, and I stopped and looked at Mike and said, "We're really doing this, aren't we?" The process was challenging, but Riddell was there for us every step of the way. The mortgage, closing, they eased our stress. It made sense when Mike said,
"We're really doing this."
Mortgage loans made easy from Riddell. Making friends since 1885.
You're watching high school baseball on the Indiana Sports Network.
Welcome back to Terre Haute. We thank you for watching the Indiana Sports Network tonight, our Tuesday night high school baseball game of the week. I'm Troy Wilsine, happy to be here with you. It's almost dark now here in Terre Haute, and we are headed to the seventh inning, tied at 1. And Kendall Gregg back on the mound for the Patriots. He's been pretty strong so far, to say the least. 5 strikeouts. Went 1-2-3 last inning. As leading it off is Jamison Fields. He's flown out twice and struck out, and he rips one into right field. However, it is caught. One away. 1 pitch, 1 out. That'll bring up Frady. Frady has singled and walked tonight. He's 1 for 2. This is kind of the dangerous part of the order. At least tonight, anyway, it seems like. You got Frady, Walker, McDonald, and Goodman. Frady rips one into center, and that's going to be a base hit. Linton, one last gasp at it here. As that'll bring up Walker. Walker had a ringing double last time up. He's 1 for 3 on the night. As it looks like they're going to run Michael Auberry, a freshman, for Fields. There's a strike called. I don't know if Auberry's fast, but he looks fast, and he looks ready to run. He's not running this time. That one in the dirt. He takes off the throw down to second, and he's safe just in time. Throw was to the wrong side of the bag, or I think they'd have had him. So we got 2-1 the count, one away. And now Auberry down at second. Walker at the plate. Oh, way outside. See if Greg can gather himself here. Patriots can come out of this unscathed and maybe win this thing. Swing and a miss. And that's going to send Walker packing. So here comes McDonald. This is the dangerous guy. By the way, that was strikeout number 6 for Greg. 2 down.
Now batting number 18, Luke McDonald.
McDonald has singled tonight. He's also struck out and flown out. No bigger strikeout than that one Greg got him on in the 5th. Runners on, I think it was second and third, and just one out, and he just froze McDonald on an inside fastball. Swing and a miss. 0-2. Greg steps off, gets the signs. Can he make McDonald another victim? That one's a little high. Should be Long, Bray, and Goda in the bottom of the 7th for the Patriots. McDonald swings and misses, goes down on strikes for the 2nd consecutive time. And we're going to the bottom of the 7th, tied at 1. You're watching the Indiana Sports Network.
At Lynn's Pharmacy, we're more than just your pharmacist. We're your neighbors.
Our kids go to the same schools. We eat at the same restaurants.
We sit next to you in church.
When I listen to a symptom.
When I fill a prescription.
When I offer advice, I'm not just helping a customer. I'm helping my neighbor and a friend. My name is Lynn Hofstetter, and I'm the proud owner of Lynn's Pharmacy, a modern pharmacy with old-fashioned values and personal service dedicated to keeping you, your family, and our community healthy since 1872.
Here at Lynn's Pharmacy,
downtown Brazil.
At Great Dane, we are proud to invest in our people and the communities we call home. We are hiring now for trailer assemblers and welders across the country. We need the makers, people who are ready to make a difference. We need you. Build something bigger for yourself and your family with great health benefits, advancement opportunities, 401k, pension, and more. Apply today at greatdane.com/careers.
You're watching high school baseball on the Indiana Sports Network.
It's the last chance to be a hero for the Patriots. Bottom of the 7th, tied at 1. And first of all, how about a tip of the cap to the 2 pitchers tonight for Terre Haute North? Jacob Purdy, a no decision, but he went 4 innings, just 3 hits, 1 unearned run, a walk, and 3 strikeouts. Kendall Gregg's been unbelievable. 7 strikeouts. 2 walks in 3 innings pitched. There's a bunt, and he will be thrown out. That was Drew Long. Trying to sneak one by him there, didn't quite work. That's going to bring up Bray.
Now batting number 22, Noah Bray.
Bray flew out his last time up. Russell Goodman back out there. You know, he's been strong tonight. We've said it time and time again. Heck of a job by the freshman this evening. There's a swing and a miss. 2 strikeouts tonight for Goodman. That one high for ball 1. Goda on deck. This has been kind of the soft spot in the order tonight for the Patriots. Not much happening as Bray lifts one towards right center. Tracked down and caught, 2 away. And that will bring up Briar Goda.
Now batting number 3, Briar Goda.
Goda's flown out twice and grounded out. We need a hero, Briar. Come on. Boy, if he can find a way on, though, then you got Millington. Millington, Carpenter. That's been where the action's been here. That one outside, 2-0. Appreciate everyone joining us this evening. It's been a fine night for baseball. Sun came out for a little while. A little cool now, but a nice evening. There's ball 3, so 3-0 the count to Goda. Not sure this was in the plan for Goodman. He's only faced 10 batters over the last 3 innings. He's really cleaned up his act from the first 3. That one in there for a strike. Really, it's just the second and third. They were just a mess for Goodman, but boy, he collected himself well. Went 1, 2, 3. Last inning. Goda rips one back and it hits Goodman. He picks it up and tosses it over to first and gets him out. Boy, that was a tough deal there. As we will head to the 8th, you're watching the Indiana Sports Network.
Grace Clinic Health Professional. Affordable, compassionate, comprehensive healthcare for the whole family. In Terre Haute and Greencastle.
4 years ago, I drove my daughter to Riddell National Bank, where she opened her savings account. Today, she's still saving money. My relationship with Riddell is better than ever, too. No other bank focuses on relationships as much as they do. I can count on them for small business loans when I need them. Riddell National Bank helps small business owners and their families grow, both financially and personally. Riddell National Bank, making friends since 1885.
You're watching high school baseball on the Indiana Sports Network.
How about we go to inning number 8? That's what we're going to do. We're still tied up at 1 here, and Kendall Gregg is still on the mound for the Patriots. As stepping in is Goodman.
Number 6, Russell Goodman.
Goodman's been trouble tonight. He doubled in the second, and then he's walked twice. Been trouble on the mound, too. That one's fouled off. But Kendall Gregg, 7 strikeouts through 3 innings. Pretty impressive stuff. Goodman late on that one. It's 1-2 now. Boy, he took a pretty good shot there off the bat of Goda to end the 7th. A line drive right back at him. I think it hit him in the hip, it looked like. Nice, hesitant on that one. A chopper out in front. Greg feels, oh, it's a foul ball. Goodman looks just a little off at the plate right now. He's kind of behind and a little hesitant on the swing. Late again. That one fouled off. It bounces over by the fence. It stayed in. I don't think anybody would have got there. One and two the count. Greg delivers. Goodman jammed. Back to Greg. Easy out there. Little pitcher on pitcher crime. It's the first time they've retired Goodman tonight. That'll bring up Boyd. Boyd's flown out, reached on an error, and he was another one of those big strikeouts for Greg in the 5th inning. Runners on second and third. Or excuse me, he had the bases loaded actually when he struck Boyd out. That one a rip towards right, but it'll be foul. Fourth inning of work for Greg. We've really only seen 2 solidly hit balls. That one right there, which ended up foul. And I think it was last inning, the single by Frady. Boyd lets that one pass by for ball 2. In there, strike called. 2 and 2 the count. Hall on deck. Now one chopped towards second. Nope. Klotzbach's got it. Flips to Greg, and they got him. Good play. Good job by Greg getting over to cover there. For this inning, we've had a 1-3 put out and a 3-1 put out. And that brings up number 1 for Linton, Ethan Hall. He has singled, and Greg's had his number. He struck him out twice. Oh, sorry. Actually, Purdy struck him out the first time. Greg got him last time up, so. Check swing, he didn't go, so it'll be 2 and 1. Nope, yeah, they appeal, he did not go, so 2 and 1 the count. The bats have been very quiet for Linton. Really, since the 2nd inning. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Swung on and missed. 3 consecutive strikeouts for Hall. We go to the bottom of the 8th. You're watching the Indiana Sports Network.
It could be anyone. The star student, the all-state athlete. I never thought it could happen to me, that I could lose everything. I found help, I found hope, I found recovery. I regained something lost.
The city of Brazil was founded in 1866. By 1876, there were 2 schools, 7 dry goods stores, 2 hardware stores, 4 churches, and 5 drugstores. One of those drugstores is still there today, Lynn's Pharmacy. Lynn's Pharmacy has grown from a small neighborhood drugstore to a modern pharmacy, offering prescriptions and medical equipment with old-fashioned values and unparalleled service. You can even step back in time and visit Lynn's Soda Parlor
Here at Lynn's Pharmacy, downtown Brazil.
You're watching high school baseball on the Indiana Sports Network.
We head to the bottom of the 8th inning, the heart of the order coming up for the Patriots. As Millington will lead off Carpenter and Dixon. If anybody's going to do it, these are the guys. 8 strikeouts for Greg tonight. That's just really impressive by him. Millington takes the ball inside. Millington singled last time up. He's also walked, and he has 3 stolen bases. That one high and away, 2-0. And yes, indeed, that is Russell Goodman out for an 8th inning of work. He's got an arm made of iron tonight. 3-0 now. Boy, you do not want to let Millington. Those leadoff walks are killers. Millington lets that one pass by, and that is ball 4. So the Patriots could have something cooking here in inning number 8. As that is going to bring up Bryson Carpenter. Second walk of the night for Millington. That's the 4th walk dealt by Goodman. As they give Carpenter some instructions. He has walked twice and reached on a fielder's choice. Remember last time Millington was on, a bit of a mistake. He overran third base and got caught in a rundown. As they're going to be a little paranoid about him over there. Carpenter shows bunt early. Millington runs, throw down to second behind him. They miss the tag and he's safe. A little too much to the first base side of the bag, as they're gonna intentionally walk Carpenter. Not gonna take their chance, so a tight spot here for Linton. Goodman's got himself in trouble. Runners on first and second, nobody out. Bottom of the 8th, tied at 1. Kyler Dixon steps in. He's 0 for 3 tonight, 2 pop-outs and a strikeout. Like to see him break out of that funk right now. He shows bunt. He does bunt. Back to Goodman. Goodman fires to third, and they get the out. Millington retired. A good play by Goodman. That'll bring up Sam Glotzbach. Well, you put one in the alley in this thing, Sam. Fielder shuffling everywhere up the middle for Linton. Klotzbach pops one foul straight back. Carpenter on second, pretty good speed. Dixon over at first. One away. Goodman has worked himself out of some jams tonight, that's for sure. You don't feel like it's going to phase him a whole lot. Seems to keep his cool out there. Sam swings and misses, strike 2. Goodman looks back to second, delivers very high. 2-2 the count. Klotzbach has singled and scored, flown out, and struck out. Now on a rip towards left, but it will be caught. 2 away. That's going to bring up number 77, Austin Black. Not much luck for Black tonight. He's popped out, flown out, grounded out. It's time to break out from that. You're going to go have a talk with Goodman. Everybody's going to go have a talk with Goodman. The whole infield, coach, catcher. It's been a good one tonight out here. Didn't know what to expect. We've said it several times that Linton's played tough. Their offense has not been allowed to get going at all. A great job by Terre Haute North. Jacob Purdy and Kendall Gregg. Those two guys have been lights out most of the night. Kendall Gregg especially, 8 Ks on the night for him. Haven't allowed the Miners to get any traction on offense, kept themselves in the game. Now here's an opportunity for Black if he can drive one home. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Outfield playing straight away. Carpenter's running down to third, and it is high. So Carpenter's safe at third. We've got runners on the corners. They have been willing to run tonight. On Linton, there's as I believe behind the plate, that's number 21, Brandon Husband, and he's just not been able to keep track of or not been able to gun down the runners. We'll say that. Here's Black, 1-1 the count, 2 out, runner on third now, swing and a miss. Black, barely got a piece of that one and fouls it away. Runner goes from first. They fake the throw. Wouldn't expect him to throw through there, but why not take a chance if you're the Patriots? So runners on second and third now. 2 out, 2-2 the count. Bottom of the 8th, tied at 1. Chance for Austin Black to be a hero. Goodman looks in and fires. Black. Oh, he rings him up. Strike 3. Black goes down looking. So we will Head to the ninth inning. You're watching the Indiana Sports Network.
Your All-Pro running back Jonathan Taylor here for York Automotive. Looking for an All-Pro deal on your next car, truck, or SUV? York is my #1 pick. With over 600 vehicles in stock, York has the largest selection to meet your needs. We're talking new, pre-owned, and commercial vehicles. Take it from one All-Pro to another, York has your best deal.
Shop online at yorkautomotive.com and we'll show you why we're not #1, you are.
We're not #1.
You are!
You're #1 at York.
4 years ago, I drove my daughter to Riddell National Bank, where she opened her savings account. Today, she's still saving money. My relationship with Riddell is better than ever, too. No other bank focuses on relationships as much as they do. I can count on them for small business loans when I need them. Riddell National Bank helps small business owners and their families grow, both financially and personally. Riddell National Bank, making friends since 1885.
You're watching high school baseball on the Indiana Sports Network.
We're heading to the ninth inning. Kendall Gregg still on the mound for the Patriots. A 1-1 tie. Gregg entering his 5th inning of action now, and we've said it several times, 8 strikeouts. He's really been mowing them down here. As not much scoring tonight, it's been an entertaining ball game. Terre Haute North took the lead in the 2nd inning. 1-0. Sam Glotzbach singled and then was driven in on an RBI double by Cam Judson. And then Linton would answer back in the 4th as McDonald got on base and was eventually brought in by number 2 Tyson Walker. That is all the scoring. Number 2 Tyson Walker's at the plate right now. He has that RBI single. This one he lifts shallow center. Carpenter may be fooled a little bit, but he brings it in. That'll bring up Husband. Flew out last time up. He's also a strikeout victim tonight. Shows bunt. Bunt's foul. We'd like to see Gregg get Husband and Fields, not get into the meat of that order here in the 9th. That one high. You've got to wonder how long Goodman can go for Linton. I mean, are they going to send him out there for 9th inning? That one fouled away. He's pitched pretty well, especially early trouble, 2nd, 3rd inning, but boy, he's managed to fight through it. Husband off the handle towards short, slow roller, and he's going to beat that one out as he trips over the bag. So that's his first time reaching base this evening.
Coming to bat, number 15, James Fields.
Here's Fields. 0 for 4. Strikeout. He's flown out 3 times. Once to left, once to center, once to right. Husband dancing around over there at first. They're going to check on him. Two 2-0 the count. Just 2 base runners in the last 4 innings for the Miners. Frady singled back in the 7th. But Greg has been pretty darn solid. He struck out 3 in the 5th, 2 in the 6th, 2 in the 7th, 1 in the 8th. Now a 2-2 count on Fields. Husband leads off first. Fields fouls another one away. Full count. Here it comes. Swing and a miss, and he got him. Strikeout number 9 for Kendall Gregg. And that brings up number 42. That's big Nathan Frady. Frady has singled twice and walked this evening. He's reached on 3 of his 4 plate appearances. 2 down. Another big strikeout by Gregg there. Boy, they have not been able to catch up with him tonight. Frady rips one into right. That one could be trouble. It's going to go almost to the wall. Here comes Husband rounding third. They're going to send him. No, he trips. He tries to get back to third, and he's safe. Oh, boy. He rounded third like he was coming home, then slipped and fell. Just able to scramble back in time. Frady ends up with a double. Second and third, 2 away. And that'll bring Walker to the plate. Walker, 2 strikeouts. He's also doubled. Mixed bag against Gregg. He's doubled and struck out. This one popped foul. Boy, it looked like trouble for the Patriots on that double from Frady, and then all of a sudden looked like trouble for Linton on the double from Frady as Husband slipped in the grass coming around third. Patriots almost picked him off. Here's the pitch to Walker. Breaking ball doesn't land. That's a little high, so it's 1-1. Fouled away, 1-2. Let's see if Kendall can hit double digits here this evening. Just his 5th inning of work. That one chopped slowly. Gregg grabs it, fumbles it. Runner safe, and the run scores. Husband scores. Gregg just couldn't track it down. Just a little nubber back to the pitcher. Boy, that's a gut punch.
Now batting number 18, Luke McDonald.
Now McDonald steps in. He's dangerous as ever. He has singled tonight. He's also struck out twice. He's faced Gregg twice and gone down looking the first time. Runners on the corners. Still important for the Patriots to keep their heads about them, get out of this thing with just the one. That one popped up, way up towards second. Players converge, and he dropped it. He dropped the ball. And I don't think they called the infield fly. Another run scored, though. You know. Yeah, so it's 3-1. Frady was streaking home, obviously, with 2 outs. 3-1 now on an error. I think that was Drew Long, just couldn't come up with it. Things have gone pear-shaped here in the 9th for the Patriots. Walker obviously gets an RBI. McDonald does not, I mean, with the error, but Russell Goodman now at the plate, swings and misses. Still first and third, but it's now a 3-1 minor lead as they have small balled their way out front. Really, the only big blow this inning was Frady's double. Goodman swings and misses. It's 0-2. Yeah, Walker flew out. Husband reached on a single, and then Frady's double. This one grounded towards short, and that will end the inning. So we will go to the bottom of the 9th. Last chance for the Patriots. It's 3-1 Linton. You're watching the Indiana Sports Network.
There is a greatness inside of you, a passion, a strength, a determination. So embrace it. Embrace the greatness that you bring to everything you do. Embrace the idea that you can do work that makes an impact, work that keeps the country moving forward and our economy strong. Because not everyone has what you have, and that's exactly what connects you to all of us at Great Dane. There's greatness inside of you. Are you ready to embrace it?
I ran out of my pain meds too quickly.
I took more and more to get through my day.
I did anything to get them.
I needed help. I needed hope. I found them both.
Professional, safe, no wait times, quality treatment. Regain something lost. Call or go to winrecovery.org.
You're watching high school baseball on the Indiana Sports Network.
Welcome back to Terre Haute. Things have gone awry here for the Patriots. It's 3-1 Linton as we go to the bottom of the 9th. Couple runs given up last inning, one unearned on an error, but Linton looks to close this one out as we do have a new pitcher in for the Miners. It is number 11. I believe is that Ty Boyd? Yeah, Ty Boyd stepping in there to pitch. So we'll see how that goes. Russell Goodman, pretty good night for the youngster, as he went 8 innings, gave up just 3 hits. He didn't give up any hits since I think it was the 3rd. Since the 2nd. He didn't give up any hits since the 2nd inning. There were a lot of other base runners. He hit 2 men. He issued 5 walks, 2 strikeouts. Only gave up the 1 run. It was an earned run. So, but a good night overall for Goodman. Pretty impressive. As Judson steps in, and the Patriots got to get something going, and now Judson has Terre Haute North's only RBI tonight. He got that in the second inning on a double. He was also hit by a pitch in the fourth. That went well outside. So we'll see if they can string something together here. Be interesting to see if Boyd can find the zone here. He's going to have to do it quick, 2-0. Should be Judson, Long, and Bray to lead things off. Wow, Judson's going to let him throw until he can find something close here. 3-0. None of these have even been remotely close to the strike zone. Now you just stare him down and dare him to throw a strike. Miners dugout cheering their man on. That one skips to the plate, and the Patriots have a leadoff walk. Still hope here as now Long will step in. And we got a pinch runner once again.
Coming to bat for the Patriots, number 8, Drew Long.
Peyton Lynchnick. He is a speedster. Drew Long at the plate. He's showing bunt. He pulls it back, ball 1. Not sure I'd be taking too many chances until Boyd can find the zone. He's yet to deliver a strike. Long showing bunt, pulls back, ball 2. They're just daring him to find it now, and Boyd got to be feeling quite a bit of pressure there. Lynchnick a small lead. There's a strike. Took him 8 pitches, but he got one in there. So 2-1 the count. Lynchnick at first. Boyd at the plate. That one way high. There's a toss down to first, almost thrown into right field. 3-1 the count. It's a risky time to be half-heartedly chucking one down the first baseline. Remember, the Patriots need 2 to tie. That one in there for strike 2, so it's 3-2 now. Full count. Big moment here. Here's a pitch. Swing and fouled away. Long did double earlier in the game. Not much luck since then. 3-2. Lynchnick down at first. And that is ball 4. Runners on first and second now. So the tying run is on base. As stepping to the plate, number 22, Bray.
Coming to the plate, number 22, Noah Bray.
Big doings here in the bottom of the 9th as the Patriots look to gain back these 2 runs and maybe a little more. Boyd having a heck of a time finding the strike zone. one misses as well, 1-0. Well, you're going to have to go have a chat with this guy here shortly. And that's exactly what they're going to do. Got a high pressure situation here. We got a lot of tension in both dugouts. As the Patriots look to kind of make up for some mistakes tonight. It's not been a clean game by any means. Several errors, including that big one in the top of the ninth that cost them a run. A couple base running mistakes as well. But they can all come good if they can string a couple of hits together, as we have a new pitcher. And that's Goodman once again. So they're going to put him back in there. Let's hope he's cooled off a little bit. He pitched pretty well tonight. Gone over that time and time again. But he did a little erratic in the second and third innings. That's when the Patriots got to him. So we'll see if this little break he had might have cooled him off a little bit. Peyton Lynchnick down at second. Bray at first. Or excuse me, Bray at the plate showing bunt. He does bunt. Beautiful bunt. Down to third, and they got him. They got Lynchnick down at third. Boy, that was a perfect bunt, though. One away. Runners on first and second. Tying run at first. Winning run coming to the plate. Briar Goda. He's 0 for 4 tonight. Last time up, he smoked one off the hip of Goodman, but Goodman picked it up and threw him out. EC strike one. Boy, Goodman didn't cool off. So much for that. One shot to the alley, and we've got a tie game, though. That one lifted down the left side, and it will drop. Foul. Stays alive there. We'd really like to... You definitely want to see Millington come to the plate, that's for sure, as Goda needs to at least keep this thing in the air. No grounders. That one, wow, almost got away. It'll be 1-2. Goodman steps off. Bottom of the ninth, 3-1. Linton leads, but the Patriots have two base runners with just one away. Briar Goda standing at the plate. Goda taps one foul. Still 1-2. Goodman marches back to the mound. He's had an entertaining night out there. That one high, 2-2. Long at second, Bray at first. Goda in the box. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Goda fouls another one away. Boy, he is hanging tough. We'd quickly like to thank our sponsors one more time for tonight. Great Dane Trailers, the Hamilton Center, Lynn's Pharmacy, Riddell National Bank, and York Automotive. Thank all you guys for helping us out this evening and supporting us here at the Indiana Sports Network. So we bring you the Indiana High School Baseball Game of the Week, and we got a pretty good one this week. Linton looks to even the record at 6-6 on the year. Terre Haute North looking to move to 5-2. They got a little uphill climb here in the bottom of the ninth. Goda takes a ball, so we've got a full count. No need in saying this is the biggest pitch of the game so far. Let's see if Goodman can deliver. Goda fouls it off the plate, I believe. I don't know, been off his foot. So we'll do it again, re-rack him. Been a battle here with Goodman and Goda. Full count, several foul balls. Good at bat. Goda, there's another foul. Straight back. Boy, he's on him. Timing is down if he could just straighten one out. Here we go. Goda rips one towards center. It's going to find the gap. One runner coming around third. And this ball game is going to be... No, they held him at third. They held him at third. It's 3-2, though. Goda with a stand-up double. Knocks in long. Brays at third. And the Patriots are in business. Oh, I thought they were going to send Bray, too. Probably smart not to, I guess. Just one out. How big was that from Goda? 0 for 4 tonight, and then he comes through with that. That brings up Millington. Millington does have he has a single tonight. He's walked twice, and he has 3 stolen bases. First base is open. However, next up is Carpenter, so I don't think they're going to want to pass Millington here. Base hit wins the ball game. Millington pops one up to third, and that is an easy out. And he is not very happy. 2 away, and it's all on the shoulders of Bryson Carpenter. And they intentionally walk Carpenter again. That is his 4th free pass tonight. I think he's feeling the frustration, too. That's intentional walks in the 8th and 9th inning. He was also walked in the 1st and 3rd. The only other time he came to the plate, he hit into a fielder's choice. So now all the pressure falls on the shoulders of Kyler Dixon. Man, oh man, this is that moment when you're in the backyard and you're 8 years old. This is what's playing through your head. Bottom of the 9th, down by 1, bases loaded, 2 outs. Kyler Dixon's chance here. Linton took the lead with 2 runs in the top of the 9th. To lead at 3-1, the Patriots have answered back. Still trailing by 1. A base hit wins this ball game. Dixon rips one to short. However, it's gathered in, and that's going to do it. Linton wins the ball game. Boy, oh boy. You couldn't have hit that any harder than Kyler Dixon did, but a nice snag down there. And Linton's defense, boy, it brought them through tonight. Your final score, the Linton Miners 3 and the Terre Haute North Patriots 2. We'll keep it right here for just a second. We want to wish everyone a good evening and thank you for joining us. I know we ran a little long tonight. We had some extra inning baseball, but once again, thanks to our sponsors, Great Dane Trailers, the Hamilton Center, Lynn's Pharmacy, Riddell National Bank, and York Automotive. Don't forget to tune in tomorrow night as we have DePaul at Rose-Hulman. And then next week on Tuesday, Sullivan at Northview. And Friday, we'll be right back here as it's South versus North. That ought to be a pretty good one. And that's a big conference game, too. So looking forward to that. I'd like to thank our camera operators for tonight's game, Kanan Harper and Sebastian De La Rosa, our video technician, Keith Lawson. We've been produced and directed by Tony Harper. I'm Troy Wilseen. I certainly appreciate everyone hanging in there with us tonight. It was a fun one. Might not have ended up how you wanted, but hey, that's how it goes sometimes. But again, thanks for watching us this evening on the Indiana Sports Network. This has been a production of the Indiana Sports Network, LLC, and we thank you for watching.
This program is a copyrighted production of Indiana Sports Network and cannot be shown, reproduced, or redistributed in any way or in any form without prior written permission from Indiana Sports Network.
You're watching high school baseball on the Indiana Sports Network.